Right there. No, okay. There's a little delay.
Is there?
Barely. How many times you gonna do that?
I was trying to count the delay.
The Town of Evansville's council meeting for March 10th, 2025 at 7 p.m. has started. May I get roll call?
Mayor Candace Machado.
Here.
Councilmember Dacia Edwards.
Here.
Councilmember Greg Westvic.
Here.
Councilmember Alana Vino.
Here.
Councilmember Ernie Blackford.
Here.
Town Attorney Scott Murray.
Here.
Town Engineer Shane Porter.
Here.
Town Treasurer Lexi Erickson.
Here.
Chief of Police Mike Thompson.
Here.
Fire Chief Leo Malsom.
Here.
Public Works Director Robert Llewellyn asked to be excused tonight, I believe.
Yes.
Town Clerk Janelle Underwood and the rest of the citizens.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, do I have an approval of the agenda?
Madam Mayor and Council, I would ask that you amend the agenda to add item number 3A, executive session, paragraph A, sub paragraph 9, for the consider or receive any information classified as confidential by law. And I would just ask that you amend the agenda to add that.
Do we have a motion to amend the agenda in line item 3A?
I move.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Line item 1, consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda, line item A, approval of minutes for regular meeting February 24th, 2025. Line item B, approval of the bills.
I'll
So
motion.
Oh.
You can have it.
Motion second. Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Line item 2, new police officer introduction and the oath of office.
Madam Mayor, Council, and folks in the audience. So it's been about a year since we got to go through this process. We don't do it very often here. So I have a little bit of a speech we're going to go through tonight. We have a new officer and a little bit about policing. Police officers are an ever-present force in our lives. They serve as a crucial link between the community and the law that we abide by here in the United States. Their role is to ensure public safety and maintain order in our society by providing protection, preventing crime, enforcing the law, and community policing and like community service. And they do it with great discretion. The form officers take today took hundreds of years to perfect. Policing has been dated back to 3000 BC. The word police comes from an ancient Greek word, polis, meaning city. Before that, the first policing organization began in Egypt when the pharaohs appointed an official to oversee and enforce justice and security in each of the jurisdictions of Egypt. In America, Boston was the first U.S. city to establish a night watchman, bringing law enforcement to our shores in about 1631. Tonight, we're swearing in a new officer to serve our community. The first police badges were a coat of arms worn by the knights, which identified his allegiance to justice. Badges today are worn over the heart to symbolize the pledge taken by individuals to serve with pride, integrity, and it's a symbol of authority granted in taking the oath that our officer will take tonight. After America became a country, badges were adopted by larger departments, and officers out west began using metal from tin cans, silver coins to make the badges that were worn. The star badge was the easiest to make over the circles and shields at the time. Evansville has played a pivotal role in American history with the Western expansion. Some of the symbolism that we put into our new park with the Reshaw Bridge and the history here with the Western expansion. As this badge is placed upon our chest of our new officer, it represents our past and the role it played in our great country, our community, as well as the many law enforcement men and women have served before them. Each point, so within our badge, we have 7 points, and each point represents the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit: virtue, divinity, fortitude, prudence, honor, glory, and praising God. The 7-point star dates back to the Anglo-Saxon England, where they were made of brass, metal, and other materials that could be highly polished and visible by moonlight. Religious or not, the 7 gifts represent the service and humanity to which the officers are about to do that we swear in. On both the badge and on our patch, we have our magnificent colors of the nation and our state's flag. In our nation's flag, Old Glory, the color of white is for purity and innocence. Red is for the hardiness and valor, and blue is the color of the chief, which signifies vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Our Wyoming flag, as it proudly waves in our Wyoming wind, has the same colors as Old Glory. Blue represents the open skies of Wyoming, the big mountains, and the traits of justice, virality, and fidelity. Red is the symbol of the blood shed by the pioneers, and the white is the color of purity. It's important for the new officers and the community to remember our past and what it meant when you take the oath to protect our community, our state, and our nation. The uniform you're about to wear is symbolic of everything our nation was founded on: the bloodshed for our freedoms and everything law enforcement officers should be in the performance of your duties. As our new officer goes forward from this day, once they have taken this oath, you will have great responsibility placed upon your shoulders as you start this new dawn on trail of your life. Remember the qualities of this good officer: humanity, integrity, professionalism, and courage. And with that, Mayor, Council, I'd like to present Brianna Eckenberg as our new officer, if I said your last name correctly, and her father, who is a sergeant with the Scottsbluff, Nebraska Police Department, to pin on the badge as she gets sworn with Janelle Clark.
Raise your right hand and then just read this out loud.
I, Brianna Eckenberg, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution and laws of the state of Wyoming and the ordinances of the town of Evansville, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Evansville with fidelity and to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that I have not paid or promised to pay or contribute, either directly or indirectly, any money or other valuable thing to procure my appointment or election, except for necessary and proper expenses expressly authorized by law. But I have not knowingly violated any election law of the state or procured it to be done by others in my behalf. That I will not knowingly receive, directly or indirectly, any money or other valuable thing for the performance or non-performance of any act or duty pertaining to my office, other than the compensation allowed by law, so help me God.
So, I can get you to sign right there.
Welcome. All right, line item 3, public comments from the audience. Do I have public comments from the audience? Last call, public comments from the audience. Public comments are closed. Line item 3A, executive session.
If I could get a motion.
All motion.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All those in favor
I'm sorry, discussion.
of discussion? Thank you. Discussion to go into executive session. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. At 7:09 PM.
So, you want to?
There.